Hello and welcome to the Southeast Iowa Union News Break. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. Getting into today's top stories, developers plan to build a Scooters Coffee, establishing a presence for the drive-thru coffee chain in Washington at the former location of the Winfield Smouse House after the City Council approved a site plan for the company. Crews began tearing down the historic building Monday morning. Mayor Jaron Rosine said the proposal for a new business in town was bittersweet for the community. The property being demolished is on the historic register for the state of Iowa and went through multiple attempts at fundraising. It's been accepted that it is not economically viable and has only continued to dilapidate. So this is both exciting to see but sad to see at the same time. Seniors Kevin Flannery and Grace Voss were crowned Washington's 2022 Homecoming King and Queen at the pep rally Thursday night. Voss said the recognition was an honor. It's just kind of surreal, but really exciting, she said. You always remember the previous court and the previous king and queen, so it's something that will definitely be remembered by, which is really cool. The king and queen were partners going into the event, with Flannery escorting Voss onto the stage. Being crowned together marked an occasion not shared by every senior class. Both said they had voted for one another. The Betterment Foundation's Bill Sittler Certificate of Appreciation has been awarded to Rachel Reiner of Knee Deep Solutions. Reiner's purchase of the Sittler building complex in 2020 has resulted in a new home for Brickhouse Bell 3E Electric, her own business, and the creation of 6 business suites which can be rented. Not only did she renovate the building's complex using over a dozen local contractors and companies, she also beautifully landscaped the area, a news release from the organization said. All Rachel's efforts have truly bettered Washington. New Kiwanis Club President Jenny Morgan presented Washington's Park Superintendent Nick Pasha with a $25,000 check for a proposed new playground at the Wellness Park. Morgan said, "Thank you to all that ate and supported us at our fair booth this year, and in the past we couldn't have done it without you, all your support and loyalty. We are proud to fling burgers and shakes at the fair so we can sponsor projects like this." That was our top stories. It is now time for obituaries. Norman Lewis Forrester of Bettendorf passed away on September 15th at the age of 87. A memorial mass of Christian burial will be at 11:30 a.m. on September 29th at St. John's the Baptist Catholic Church in Houghton. Schmidt's Funeral Home of West Point is in charge of the arrangements. Bertha P. Shafter of Mount Pleasant passed away on September 23rd at the age of 92. Arrangements are pending at Kimsey Funeral Home in Mount Pleasant. Donald C. Gorham of Washington passed away on September 25th at the age of 73. Jones Needham Funeral Home of Washington is assisting with the arrangements. Greg Moose Eugene Meyer of Keosauqua passed away on September 21st at the age of 60. Memorial services will begin at 11 a.m. at Pedrick Funeral Home in Keosauqua. We're going to take a brief break, and when we come back, we will have the weather and sports.
Since 1905, Kelowna Cooperative Technology Company has helped our community stay connected with the latest advancements in clear, dependable telecommunications services. KCTC provides rural Iowans with access to high-speed fiber internet, as well as phone, television, computer repair, and cybersecurity solutions. We're also proud supporters of local organizations and area schools within the community. KCTC, keeping Kelowna connected.
Hello and welcome back to the Southeast Iowa Union News Break. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. We have some football and cross-country news coming up, but first, the weather.
The weather is brought to you by Jacqueline Areola, LLC.
Come visit Jackie in her new location downtown. She is ready to serve Washington and the surrounding community. We can expect nice weather and chilly mornings all throughout this week. Today has been mostly sunny with a high of 70. The rest of the week will be clear skies. Tomorrow's high will be 67. Wednesday, the high is 66, and the low is 50. Thursday will be a bit warmer with a high of 69. And on Friday, we'll be back up into the 70s with a high of 72. That was the weather. It is now time for sports.
Sports, brought to you by Fairway.
Time was not on Washington's side Friday night as Grinnell found the end zone in the waning moments of the game to hand the Demons their first Class 3A District 5 loss. The Tigers took the district opener 28-21. The Demons special teams played a big role in the game. Before the end of the half, on 4th and long, Grinnell was set to punt, but the ball slipped through the hands of the Tigers punter, and the Demons were able to jump on it, setting up a short field which led to a Demons touchdown. Out of the locker room, the Washington special team came up with the Demons' biggest play of the night. Grinnell was set to punt once again deep in their own territory when Washington sophomore Jude Carter darted toward the punter and blocked the kick, sending it into the Tigers' end zone. Carter then proceeded to fall on the ball, giving Washington an equalizing score of 21-21. Grinnell topped Washington in total yards 342 to 184 and 215 to 63 in the passing game. Patterson completed 7 passes on the night for 63 yards and ran for 45 more. Stewart had 62 yards on the ground. Alec Ulan finished with 8 tackles on the defensive end. Washington drops to 2-3 with the loss and 0-1 in district play. The Demons will head out on the road in their next matchup against Solon. Area teams flocked to Mount Pleasant for the Panthers' home cross-country invitational on Thursday night, and it was Washington who once again took the day. The Demons swept the team championships and the individual titles in their class. The Washington girls flew to victory by 40 points, scoring 25 to second place Mount Pleasant 65. Once again, the Demons were paced by star freshman Iris Dahl, who crossed the tape in 20 minutes, 4 seconds. Washington placed all 7 runners in the top 14. Lauren Horak placed 5th. Abigail Cleese was 8th. Angeline Anderson took 9th. Kendall Hendrickson was 10th. And Olivia Anderson finished 11th. Washington's Micah Reese picked up another win in the big school boys race, taking it in 16 minutes and 10.86 seconds. Washington had 2 in the top 3 as Tyler Alderton took 3rd with 17 minutes and 38 seconds. Drew Horak was 6th. Elijah Morris took 8th. Lane Schrock was 9th. And Andrew Reese finished 10th. That is the news for Washington, Iowa, and the surrounding area. I've been your host, Nick Steffens. This is the Southeast Iowa Union News Break, and I will see you next time.